Welcome back to another video. It's been a while, but man, do I have some good news. That is super bright. Months ago, it must have been ages ago, I'll put a picture of the thumbnail up in the corner. It was pretty much just a video talking about how I think a lot of us have this dream or goal to finally be able to race a race car. We all love our sim racing. A lot of us follow motorsport quite closely. For instance, I follow nearly everything on KO, the subscription service that has all the racing, or a lot of the racing from around the world. I still wish it had worlds like sprint cars on there and other things, but it's got plenty. It's got Formula 1, it's got V8 supercars, and I always keep up to date with it. So a lot of us dream about being in a race car, and I'd love to be in like a Trans Am 2 car. They're pretty big now in Australia here, but $100,000 budget is the barrier between a lot of us being able to do so and enter in it. So that's very unfortunate, and it's something that I wish to be able to overcome one day, or work out a way to get around it, sponsorship, whatever. Maybe you win some world championship sim racing category, and then that's your way into it. But either way, I had this itch. I raced dirt speedway for a while, and I go into a lot of detail in the video I had up here a second ago, and it'll be in the description below. So make sure you check that out if you want to go right into detail and the history of why I'm into motorsport and what I started off with. But I used to race dirt bike speedway. They slide. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. But decided when I was 18 I had to come to university, and just, it just kind of gradually threw the towel in, so to speak. But I don't think my passion was ever super there when it comes to two wheels. Over time, I'm 25 now, and I didn't race since 18. Tinkering with some high go-karts and stuff like that. I've as soon as I put the helmet on, or as soon as a sim race begins, the itch comes back. This like burning desire to race people. I think there's nothing else better in the world than racing people to the finish line. Man and machine, and what a human can do with 1,000 horsepower or 600 horsepower or something at their disposal. I think it's incredible. So either way, I really, really wanted to race. I had my eye on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, and I was kind of looking at different things, like a Hyundai XL race car or some like cheap thing. And the more study I did, the more that it directed me to racing karts. A lot of people think of road in their mind, and you chew through tyres, and a set's 260 Australian dollars, and if you want to be up the front, you probably have to go to one of them every weekend that you race. So it does still get a little bit pricey. And I knew that there was this dirt racing karting going around the state here. It's South Australia. It's only big in 2 states of the 5 we have in Australia, and this fortunately is one of them. So we have 12 different tracks within the state, and that's not including racing speedway in the karts. So it's like 13 or 14 or 15. Like, it's incredible. And just to jump to the point, I picked up a dirt racing kart, and I took it for a burn just this Monday gone. It's Thursday now. No, Wednesday. I'm getting ahead of myself. And it is unbelievable fun. So instead of like $100,000 price tag, we've managed to get out there for just over $2,000. And it's huge fun. If anyone's ever been put off by the idea of karts, because they do have this kind of connotation to it where they're seen as, you think of like Mario Kart or children growing up, and that's their form of racing. But these 125, and I refer to them as racing karts, because they are little rockets. They are absolutely rockets. And I say the word little, but when you see them in person, they're actually big. Like, they're not like a full-on massive race car, but they actually have some size to it. And your ass sits about this far off the ground, so the speed is actually quite intense when you do get up there. So racing at the end of this month, first practice session. I've got this awesome set of gear coming. I'll put a picture up here as well. I cannot wait. I just want to inform you guys that and keep you up to date with everything that goes on. But your boy's finally got to be racing people, shoulder to shoulder, wheel to wheel. I cannot wait. So like I said, the gear's coming. Sim racing is also underway a lot. So a bit more of an update. The sim rig here. So I'm running a TX and the next level frame. The next level frame will soon be a thing of the past, as I have a 80/20 TR160 chassis coming from Trakracer. So be looking for some updates on that, what I think about it, putting it together. There'll be some cool content. And enough with the updates. But now that's all covered and your quick little update there, I'll show you a little bit about the kart, or just putting around out where I was at this local motorsport park, which I also discovered is nearby, so that's awesome. And I also put some description links of different things you can check out. For instance, the Australian Independent Dirt Kart Association, you can check that out to see what series, if you didn't know much about it, I'll be racing in. There's information on that website. And also some links to actual karting places or things that you might be able to do depending on where you are. So if you're in Australia, there is Karting Australia, so I'll link that in. Anything to help you guys get in the seat as well, because if you love racing and you've always kind of had this idea, like I did, the karting is kind of like, Mario Kart or kids karting, I really think you should go and try one out. A proper 30 horsepower, 60 kilogram freaking frame with your ass this close to the ground, and you'll find how incredibly fun it is. So let's jump into it. We'll do it live, first crack. Let's see if it's a train wreck or nice and smooth.
Any final words?
Let's get it.